Okay, Jenna, this is really dirty because we just went to the beach and it's been raining and muddy, and so we've used it the past like month. I was wearing strollers, so it's crazy dirty, but here it is. So this is in one of the recline positions. Let's see, is this fully reclined? I think it's fully reclined. So all three of my kids have taken naps in it at that full recline. Here are your wheels. There's front locks on both wheels. This is the basket, and even though it's front, I actually can fit so much in it. I love it from the front, actually. The footrest has, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm doing it with the iPad because my phone ran out of storage. Ooh, the sun just came out. Anyway, this can go up and down like that. But you probably will mainly need it down for Lucy Hayes. And then, what else? I just like the structure of it. If you can see it, it just feels like it's sturdy. It's not those flimsy metal bars of the McLaren, and the Upper Bay just seems so flimsy. This is like sturdy, like our Indies. Anyway, the recline is that same, can you see it? Yeah, thing like in our Indy. And the rear brakes, there's the pocket there, peekaboo. This unzips. I wish I had Emery. I just put her down for a nap so you can see her in it. But Reed rides it and it pushes fine. And he's 5 and humongous. So you'll have it for a really long time. You know, we used it on the beach, and we used it, and I just took it in the trails, like to get around the playground, and then I zip it all around New York and the mall too. So I really feel like I can take it anywhere. Actually, I think I use it more than my Vista, ironically, because I can just fit it in the back of the car and with everything else. Doesn't take up any room at all. And let me fold it up for you and see if I can do that while videoing. Let's see if I put it right here. There we go. All right, this is love, my friend. Okay, here. Hope you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to kick this. I'm going to release these things like we do on the Indy. Oops, sorry, hood. Okay, so hood comes back. So when I first got it, it was a little stiff, but you just kind of work with it a little bit and it loosened up. We've had it, gosh, be about a year. But it is really big, I feel. There was one thing I really didn't like in the McLaren. It wasn't big enough. The hood wasn't big enough. And you can unzip it and lean it all the way down too. Now the thing about the Up Baby, it has that inside thing like the Vesta, which I really like. This doesn't have that, but it does have the UV on the inside. And even when it's all the way up, like this, I feel like, look at that coverage. I feel like it still is a really good coverage. And the seat height is really good too. Anyway, okay, so I pull this back to close it. I kick that thing up. These things like the Indy Twin. Fold it. And is the handle, or my favorite part, I hope you can see this, is this. It's got the strap on it. And I just carry it like this. I could have a baby on my hip and this on my shoulder. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. I really say I use it more than the Vista. I love it. Let me show you something real fast. Okay, I hope you can see this. This is the McLaren. Honestly, I don't even remember how to... Oh, yeah. I have the McLaren. It's just a flimsy old stroller. Like, it's just... Do you see these bars? It just doesn't... You know, you like beefy strollers. It just doesn't have that. It doesn't feel good. Sturdy enough to me, I guess. The hood is poo-poo. Poo-poo. I mean, I guess you could go like that with it. It was really in their face. Anyway, it's just ugh. There's no, it's not comfortable unless you did the McLaren XT or whatever, which really isn't an umbrella stroller anyway because it's so beefy. It's just, my kids just didn't like it at all. And the recline is annoying. You have to go 1, 2, 3, and you have to make sure you get it on the right setting on both sides. Ugh, it's awful. And then if you do have them reclined, you can't get to the basket. Like the whole, like a yay big basket, but you can't get to it. And then when you, and these things are just kind of like, those are the brakes. That was all I got. And then you do this, then you do this to close it. So it's a nice close. I mean, it's probably wouldn't, but it doesn't really, oh, you see that? This is not like it's not a tight close, even with the lock on it, see? And if you can see, I accidentally ran over it, which is one of the reasons we don't do it, and busted the wheel. And I called McLaren, and they were like, tough luck, Missy, nothing. I had a problem with my bubble ride, and they said, we're shipping you something new, don't worry about it, don't stress about it, you'll have your bubble ride back to working order in a couple of days. So, customer service has something to do with it too. Anyway, so there's your McLaren. I'll put them both up. Your bumble ride. And here is, how do I do this thing again? Right. Front view. Side view. Back. Seats. You can see wheels. Hope you can see this. All right, let's see if I got anything for you. Here you go.